Are you ready to find your soul purpose, your reason for being here? And are you sick of doing the same old just to survive? If you want to know some tips and tricks on how to work that out, lots of people at the moment with the big vibrational shifts and everything that's going on in the world, and quite frankly we do have more choices now than maybe our grandparents did due to technology and things like that. People do have more choices to work in the way they want to work from home, to even work while they travel. Technology has made that incredibly possible. So yeah, and a lot of people are really fed up with having jobs they don't like. They're spending 40, 50, 60 hours a week doing something they'd rather not be doing. So those are all key signs that it's time to look at what you want to do, to take that risk and to start planning to do what you love to do. So to work that out, because we're not always helped to figure that stuff out when we're young, we're kind of guided into a direction rather than empowered to find our own direction as youngsters, as teenagers and as children. So here are some tips. Observe yourself, observe what energizes you, observe what brings you a boost, what makes you feel excited. If it drains you and makes you tired, it's not your sole purpose. If it makes you excited and you're looking forward to doing it and it doesn't seem like work, it feels like something positive that you enjoy to do, well then you're quite likely looking at a sole purpose. Sometimes that's tricky because hobbies aren't always the easiest thing to turn into professions, but people do it. You know, if you're into sports, maybe you could teach or coach or train or find some way of doing that, or even do an online tutorial on how to achieve your fitness. You know, there's so many ways that you can do things now, so don't give up on your dreams ever. Look at your natural interests as number 2. You know, once again, it's very closely related to step 1, which is really about, what do you naturally do well? What do you like doing? Where do you put your attention, your focus? And what's always come naturally to you? Some people just naturally do something really well. That is also a big key pointer at what your passion is, what your purpose is. So keep an eye on that, finding that key that makes you go, yeah, I like that. So your natural interests, you know, if you're really into animals and their welfare, that's a really good direction to look at, doing something with animals or for the animals. And it doesn't have to be a veterinarian, you know, not everybody wants to operate. There are a lot of other ways you can do that. You know, I have a client who runs a doggy daycare and a dog walking business. So, you know, that's pretty cool in my opinion. I think if you love dogs, that's a wonderful thing to do. So there are ways to make your interests work for you. So don't be afraid to start building something. Do some research and look at how you can make that work for you and what sort of jobs people have in that field. You know, with technology, they're now digital nomads traveling the worlds with their laptops, building websites and managing web content for people, and they go to Thailand when the weather gets too cold. Work from there. You know, they have freedom, they have choices. Number 3, are you a hands-on person who likes to make things, fix things, create things that you enjoy doing? You know, some people are very hands-on or creative and they like to have their hands involved in creating a product or something beautiful that people enjoy, so, or that makes people's lives easier. If you're that way inclined, it's a really good idea to look at what you can make, what you can create. Or are you a person who likes to support people? You know, are you a natural carer who likes to help people, assist people, care for them, support them in their lives? You know, then the caring professions are more your direction. Or some people are just amazingly inspirational. They make content or write or publish content that inspires others. So that way you're more of a natural teacher and guide and inspirational person. And there's so many other ways, other things that people are naturally inclined to do. Yeah, so find out what your strongest natural trait in that is. Just have a look at what you've spent your time and your energy doing and focusing on. So yeah. Number 4, what has meaning to you and fires you up when you see something, hear something? You know, with the world of social media now, a lot of people read posts and things. Have a look at what really gets you moving, what really gets you stirred up, what gets you passionate, what cause really inspires you. And yeah, that's another big hint, another huge hint saying, hey, this is something that matters to you. You could do something with that. Number 5, yeah, that goes hand in hand with 4. Notice what you post about, what you write about, what sort of messages you like to put out there into the world of social media. Are you a champion for the animals? Do you put animal rights posts up? Do you put human rights posts up? Do you put travel posts up? If they're travel posts, seriously start looking at the whole digital nomad movement. They're doing all sorts of things out there and traveling the world doing it. So it is pretty cool. I mean, 25 years ago, people just couldn't really do that. So we do have more options. 6, ask your friends and family, people who know you really well, what they see that you're naturally good at and what they've watched you get excited about, and get some input from them, because we don't always see ourselves that objectively. So yeah, don't ask somebody who's trying to manipulate you to do something you don't want to do. They're the wrong people to ask. But ask somebody who's pretty has no ulterior motive in their opinion towards you, and ask them what they've seen you do, what they've seen you get excited about, what they think you would be good at, and take some notes, even write it down, because quite often it can be quite astounding how other people see us. I've always had people say to me, oh, you're always so calm, and it's like, you have no idea what goes on inside of me sometimes. You know, people, yeah, they see you differently, but the calmness is obviously something that I can give off in certain situation. Okay, number 7, look back at your childhood dreams. What did you dream about being when you were a child? I mean, some of it's not going to be appropriate now as an adult. One of my ambitions as a child was to grow up and have a big ship and be a pirate. Yeah, not really a valid career option. And yeah, I wanted to work with animals, but I was always intrigued with human behavior and how that works, and trying to empower people. I've always enjoyed empowering people to have the best life they can. So those were my natural ones. Look at what you really like doing. A lot of children quite naturally start feeling attracted to things that matter to them. You know, some are very technically orientated. They're very good with technology and have a real gift with that, which is really important in today's world. If you can help people to make their technology work, then yeah, that's a huge assistance to somebody who might be trying to do something else and be more creative, you know. So it is very valid. So have a look at what you really like doing as a child. Did you like building things? Did you like making things? Did you like nurturing animals or your dog? Those are just 7 steps for the start. I'm going to make more videos on this because it is one area that people are wanting more and more information on, I've noticed. And yeah, I like to help as many people as I can to find their answers. And the most exciting thing for me ever is to see people doing it, to see people doing what they love, what they're passionate about. I mean, that just about makes me jump up and down with excitement. It's such a buzz. So in the comments, please tell me what you feel your way of figuring it out is, you know, or what you'd like to know more about in that whole area of finding your path, your purpose in life. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos on this in this direction. It's not just this. I mean, I make spiritual videos and self-growth videos. That's sort of my genre. So yeah, please remember, we're not here just to survive, just to pay our rent, which is ridiculously high here now, to work ridiculous hours just to do that and put food on the table. We're here to creatively express who we are, and money is kind of a bonus that happens when you're doing that, and it no longer becomes what you're slaving for. It's just actually that something that is a side product, but it allows you to live and do what you love and enjoy, and it's so worth it. So yeah, let me know what you think, and lots of love, and I'll see you in my next video.